That's too easy. You never heard of me? Stupid.
Welcome to an all-new episode of What Now, where we take the hottest sports topics, dissect them, correct them, and bring them to you from our perspective. I'm Jamie, and along with me is Tobias, Tyreek, Malin, and Jalen. What's up?
What up, man?
Enthusiasm on 10.
Hey, what's y'all biggest flex before we get started?
Y'all biggest flex.
Everybody's
Whoa, wait, say that again, Jalen.
Y'all.
Can you be for real? Like, be for
First
real.
off, that was you know what? Ignore it. Thank you, Jalen.
My biggest flex is my health. Right after that is my wealth.
Amen.
Oh,
Third is y'all.
Amen.
I'll say it again.
Your health, your wealth, and then us.
Yes.
I'm keep that same order going.
That's a bad top three. You too, man.
My
All right.
biggest,
What you mean bad top? What's your top?
Rise.
my biggest flex is my physique.
Goodbye. It's time. Topic one.
Hey, that was funny, bro. That's a funny thing you ever see.
Confidence, baby.
That is hilarious, actually.
I'm sorry, I'm not fat like you guys.
Stand up and show everybody.
Who's that?
Ooh.
Jamie, what's your biggest flex?
Yeah, what's your
I don't
biggest
have
flex?
one.
Okay.
Confidence.
I don't have
confidence
any of
at?
that. I don't
You
have
can't-
any of that.
You can't tell somebody what theirs is.
Jamie, what is your biggest flex?
I don't have one.
Probably me.
You a
Elijah.
daggum doctor.
Mm.
Yes.
Elijah and your profession.
Jamie, you need a care package or something?
Yeah.
All right, we got you.
One of them starter packs.
Yeah,
I'm a
What
doctor,
now? What now
and I got
starter
to see my
pack?
team win the Super Bowl in person, and I got paid a lot of money to see my team win the Super Bowl in person.
There you go.
That's a good answer.
Yeah, I wish I
I've
had.
been to the finals of every major sporting event except for basketball.
That's
You been
good,
to the World
man. I
Series?
think
Yeah.
Everybody here has
And it
seen
was the
their team-
race.
Ain't
And it
everybody
wasn't
here seen their
COVID,
team win
so
the
it was
Super
in
Bowl?
a neutral site. What?
Everybody here has seen their team win the Super Bowl, right? Oh wait.
But have you seen it in person at the game?
Ooh. Have you seen it?
we was supposed to be teaming up on Malin there, but you know, you want to go at all of us for that.
You wanted me to flex.
If you won a Super Bowl within the last 12 years, raise your hand.
Okay. Here you go.
Oddly specific.
The last 12.
It used to be a decade. I was hoping we was gonna get one before the decade ended, but
Wait.
You push it.
Can I raise my hand since we been?
No.
No.
We went in the last 12 years. Tobias never even went.
That means you're in the same category as the Bengals right now, and the Bengals are boo.
Right now at the moment, I'll take that.
Loser mentality.
No, it's not, because guess what the Bengals been doing since they went to the Super Bowl?
What?
What?
Back in the playoffs.
Luke. Yeah.
Except this past year.
Loser mentality.
Since
All right.
the team who was just so okay with being the best
Okay.
in the division can't get over the hump no more.
What? I was distraught. I was
Can't get
sitting
over the hump no
I was
more.
sitting in my room for 30 minutes and didn't say a word to nobody.
Exactly. And y'all cool with doing that every year. See, at least me, I know.
What? I'm upset. I expect more from us. You expect just to make the playoffs and you be happy with that.
Oh, that's what we doing today?
When you got
At this point in time, I am.
when you got a good infrastructure and you reached a certain level where you're used to that level, you want to get to the next one. So I understand you at a lower level right now. So when you start getting to that level consistently, then you want to move up. So
But what happens when you get to this certain level and then don't go nowhere else?
You still fighting for that next level. You always
fighting. It's looking like y'all coasting.
Nah, it's an up and down. It's a roller coaster.
All right. Well, let's go into the topics here. We don't get too good. What's first topic?
All right. Were we right about Caitlin Clark and women?
Who was we?
Not me.
Hey, I was just looking at her face. I know she did not mess with this
Yeah,
topic.
were you right, Jamie? Dang.
No, I'm so tired of talking about this girl. Tired of talking about this girl.
You're one of them. You are
Don't
one of them.
care. I'm tired of
You
talking
pointing
about
at you are one of them.
You're
Move.
one of them.
All right. Wait, real quick, before you even get into Caitlin Carter, this is a specific question for Jamie. Why is it that whenever something is hyped up or talked about a lot in the media, you just you go 0 to 100? I hate them. I don't want to see nothing else about
I don't
them.
know.
This
I
goes
do
back
not like
to
when things are
Colorado.
overrated.
This goes back probably even longer that we just ain't talked about it.
This
So,
goes
like, what-
back to even my music taste. I don't care if something is
I
over.
was about to ask you who your favorite artist.
I have never watched Star Wars. The Taylor Swift hype pisses me off in general. I've never seen it. I refuse. Not Taylor Swift, Star Wars. Frozen, it took me the longest time to watch it because everybody was, "Oh, Frozen." It's annoying. I'm tired of it. I'm also just tired of us talking about Caitlin Clark. It's not even her in the media. We just be talking about the same topic with a second little spin on it every week.
this only the second time.
I'm over this girl.
It's only the second topic.
Yeah,
But,
That's-
You're lying.
Man.
we've only had like
Oh,
4.
please go back. And every time y'all say
Yeah.
Caitlin Clark, I want somebody to take a and see how long it takes you to get.
All right, Jamie. Anyways, I think Chennedy Carter.
I don't know what these comments are actually.
What she said was, I was trying to look it up because I don't remember exactly what she said, but she started going off about something like Caitlin Clark. What did she say?
She said, I don't know what the big hype about Caitlin Clark is. All she can do is shoot threes.
Oh,
That was it. And also when after she like did the shove and everything. By the way, me and my boy Jay watched that live too. So look at that. Yeah. What are y'all doing? Not watching women's basketball. For support.
I could care less about watching women's basketball. So that's your flex, I guess, that you watch women's basketball.
We know, Damien. We know. But anyway, after we saw Kennedy Clark push the girl and everything.
Kennedy Carter.
Huh?
Kennedy Carter.
Kennedy Carter. Thank you. After she came in the media and basically she's like, I don't want to answer no more Caitlin Clark questions and stuff. And then she commented on the post and said that. So that's the context behind it.
Yeah. So
The Angel Reese's comments.
yeah, I think her comments were taken out of context a little bit. Angel Reese was like, basically she was kind of saying Caitlin's not the only one that's moving women's basketball or something like that. But she had other stuff that didn't make it seem as bad as just the thumbnail. But the one thing I did not like about what Angel Reese did was like when Chennedy Carter hit Caitlin or knocked her over or whatever, she stood up and started clapping
On the sidelines, pointing it out. I saw it.
and stuff. And I just think like I'm all for like competition, but like when it comes to like it's just jealousy at this point.
It is. At the end of the day, that's all it is.
Because it's like, because now everybody now they're all starting to actually say like they're actually starting to say how they feel, which is the going off, she's not the only one doing this and blah 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 blah.
You can be competitive, but that was not a hit that actually needed to occur in the game at all. That was not a play.
And she had her back turned, so you ain't the dog that you claiming to be. Because if you hurt, you would have did it in her face. You would have pushed her chest to chest.
Right.
Yeah,
He took a dirty little hit and then couldn't even.
And then didn't want to answer a question about it. Like, come on, like that.
I tweeted.
So back to the question then. Are we back to our take that we had a couple weeks ago? Are we right about how women feel about?
I don't think this is relevant because these are players, not just the run of the mill women. So I don't think
that's what the topic. Well, that when I was talking, that's what I was talking about. The women players, not necessarily fans. Fans don't matter to nothing.
I mean, I ain't gonna say they don't matter.
People have beef more with the media and the fans than they do Caitlin Clark, and that's the whole issue with it. Like,
and that's
Caitlin
why
Clark
the fans
isn't
matter
saying that
because
she isn't doing anything. Like,
you got to remember the discourse.
Yeah, that's the whole thing about it, and like I mean, because like if you watch that whole replay and stuff, they're out there competing stuff, but like it's one thing to have that hard foul, and it just seems like over the course that she's been targeted. And I get like you're rookie and like they're comparing, like they said they did this to Jordan whenever he came out. He was averaging 28 and everything, so we get that. But like now it seems like more of a targeted thing, and then there's a jealousy thing that Reek is talking about and everything. It's a whole bunch of stuff in one. So
like I said last episode.
I tweeted this too, and then the next day Matt Barnes said the same thing. It's like, where are her teammates at?
yeah,
That
If
team,
anybody
like,
should
what are they
have her
doing?
back- If anybody should have her back, it'd be her teammates.
Who?
Like they'll even what's the girl on her team? Boston,
Leah
Leah
Boston, yeah, Leah Boston.
The one who was,
she's done a little bit.
She
but
did
even
more.
that play
Or you be
specifically,
scrapping after that.
yeah,
That's
that play
what-
specifically, she was right there, and she
Yeah.
didn't do anything.
They all
Yeah,
just
now
stood,
that
they all
play
stood, they all
specifically,
stood
yeah,
there.
she should have pushed the girl or something.
Yeah, like bro,
I heard something and I kind of agree, but at the same time, if you teammates with somebody, it shouldn't be like this. But Monica McNutt, she said, she was like, if you're not a dog, like you don't have that type of scrapping mentality, it's hard to just turn it on just because like something happens to somebody else and not you. You know what I mean? It's
Nah, we all play
So-
sports, bro.
I said that's why if you teammates, it shouldn't be like that. But I see what she means because I've been on teams with people who they don't care. They not acting like that, like whatsoever.
But
No,
sometimes
I'm
they
sorry,
don't even
brother.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be that though.
It's
like,
different personalities, and like I'm not making an excuse for Leah. I think, like I said, I think she should have.
nobody told her to
She
go
should have got
fight her.
suspended one game for that by helping her teammate. That's what I
sometimes they
would.
don't even.
Well-
Sometimes they don't even go help her up, like Caitlin Clark,
Exactly.
if she
I was
get
about-
hit. Like
I was about to say, it looks like the Indiana Fever needs a better supporting cast around Caitlin Clark. Now I'm not even talking about just the scrappiness. I'm talking about
Both.
every aspect. They need a better supporting cast around her. Like
Well, they were the number one pick. They're sorry.
yeah. They're right. There's number one pick for a reason, and I think that people.
the coach is allowing them to not be there for a teammate. If I was a coach, I'd be like, in the locker room, like when stuff like that happens, you need to stick up for your teammate.
Exactly.
Like I don't know why that's like not a thing. It just seems weird. I think it's more like I think it's getting more to like an emotional thing too, rather than
It's
competitive.
hating, bro. It's just
Yeah,
hating.
like
And back to the Angel Reese thing, like she been hating for so long, and I hate to say it like that because I'm a fan of her, but it's like, yes, the whole rookie class is contributing to the growth of the game, but like we know who's selling the tickets, who's selling out arenas.
Who's
And
the
it's kind of like if Carmelo, when he got drafted with LeBron, was doing all that complaining. No, Melo, he did what he did, and he made a name for himself all these years later. Is he the greatest of all time? No, but he still made a name for himself. All Andrew's got to do is keep her head down and work hard and get her stats up for one, because she be shooting.
I was about to say
3
her
for 11 on
stats
mainly
ain't-
layups.
her
Like,
persona is way bigger than her game.
It is. That's what's her persona is carrying her more than her game.
oh,
and
for
and
sure.
leave this, if you're like good players will tell you that they're good. Great
could
players,
argue that
you're gonna talk
Brink
about
is
how
playing better
good
than
they
Reese.
are, huh?
So you could argue that Brink is playing better than Reese right now.
Yeah, like Brink is making a more of an impact than Reese right now.
I don't think so. But
I said argue.
I don't think she is. But I agree with this the sentiment of her persona is better than more than her game. It's
Mhm.
keeping her alive. I mean, like I was telling Tobias the other day, I don't even follow injuries, but every other post I see on my social media is be a picture of her.
Yeah.
It'd be like,
I see more. I see her. I see Angel Reese. I see
and not
Angel
basketball
Reese.
pictures.
Huh?
I'm talking about, and not basketball pictures. I'm talking about like her modeling pictures.
Yeah. See
she's
Brink,
dressed in-
Angel Reese. See Clark, and you'll see. I see
He can't help it,
Asia
bro.
Wilson too. A lot too.
Well, she's the best player in the league.
Yeah, she's
been
the best player in the
playing.
league right now. So you see a lot of her. But-
Yeah, it's just been going on, but it's just I don't know why it's getting that way. Like I mean, to be fair, in the long run, like in the WNBA's eyes, it's getting a little even more attention, I think, because of stuff like this. But in the short term for WNBA is good, but I feel like in the long term, it's not going to end up being good, especially if Caitlin Clark or any of the other stars that come out. Like if a Juju or somebody else come out and they start doing this and they start getting hurt or something crazy like that, it's gonna be bad for them.
I mean, I don't. I
Hurt,
think
you
it's
talking
just,
about like from them like being physical with them?
Doing like dirty plays, not physical, but not physical in the game, but like dirty plays like that, hitting her from behind
yeah,
when the ball's not even in play and stuff like that.
yeah.
I see what you mean, but at the same time, that kind of happens. I'm sure it's happened more than once. We ain't seen about it. The whole reason we even talking about it is because it happened to Caitlyn. If it happened to Kate Martin, it wouldn't be all over social media the same. Like if it was the same play. So
I mean, context.
Exactly. That's why they need to protect her. Not
you can't do that though. You can't do that. You
She the
can't.
only reason we talk about him anyway. We don't know.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody know who Kennedy Carter was
Exactly,
to touch
exactly.
Caitlin Clark.
But that's what I'm saying though. But like at the same time, we can't protect her because like the WNBA can't protect her because that's gonna paint an even bigger target on her back.
It's go.
She got to
I
go
don't
through the
think-
tough road, even though it's more of hazing than a tough road
But
like
that's
it is for other
that's
rookies.
inside if you're in the game and it's happening, it makes sense. But it shouldn't be happening when the game is not being played.
Yeah. You should
Right,
leave it on the court.
Kennedy
Yeah,
Carter, the
leave
Kennedy Carter play is kind of an outlier because she ain't got hit like that before that point. She been
And
getting knocked down and stuff, but Angel Reese been getting knocked down too. Like
And I
nothing
think-
crazy happened.
Yeah,
That's
and I think
kind of an outlier though.
And I think we've been all right with the in game plays. Like we're not talking about those, but when we talked about they're being guarded harder than everybody else, but we okay with it.
Yeah,
You're supposed to get
most
guarded
part.
harder.
Yeah, exactly.
In the most part. But like when something like this happens, it'd be like, and then it didn't help that she didn't, like you said, didn't do the interview and then went on Twitter and started tweeting all this stuff.
That made it worse. Her going on Twitter. She should have just stayed quiet.
That was straight emotion.
Yeah.
Because that you're not still mad or whatever she did. Because Caitlin Carter be talking trash, apparently. That's what they be saying. But
Nah,
like
she do.
you don't
That's
go home.
fine. Like, don't nobody, that doesn't deserve to be hit though. Like,
Oh yeah, for sure.
we've all hooped. I don't know about y'all, but like I've been in some like really, really tense games. But like it just never went there. Like people might scuffle or something, push each other, whoop de whoop, but like it's a mutual thing. Like she wasn't doing anything. Like she was literally standing there.
Yeah.
I'm talking about back turn. That's what got me that her back was turned.
The play was over. The play was literally over. Like she was just trying to inbound the ball. There was no need at all. There was no reason.
She come out and talking about some. Hey,
yeah, exactly. Like
come on,
no reason to do it.
Nah, if Caitlin Clark was real and she knew the power she had, she'd get up and fight and get suspended.
Exactly.
And then the WNBA gonna see how much
they
them
need
tickets
her.
drop.
Now that's smart.
How much them ticket sales and them views gonna drop if she not playing in them games.
I ain't gonna lie, I kind of want to see if she bought it. You saw how she got in the other girl face. I just want to see if she
oh
got
yeah,
it in.
she was yapping. She was yapping there.
I want to see if she got it in.
Well, then we probably can move it on.
All right.
I think, yeah. Go ahead, Jamie.
Let's hear y'all's NBA finals predictions.
Mavs in 6.
You gotta do like Shannon said. You gotta make a whole rhyming thing out of it.
No, you don't.
Yes, you do. Do it. Come on, Malin. I know you got it.
Luka Doncic, the Mavs in 6. There you go.
Oh, that's not what he meant at all.
I made a rhyme and we're done.
It means you did make a rhyme.
What's the rest of y'all
I
predict?
don't care if it's Tatum, hate him, blame him, fade him.
Beans,
Mavs in 6.
potatoes.
The funniest one was he said, what did he say? Serge Ibaka, Chewbacca, Waka Flocka. Lakers of
Quickly.
Waka Flocka.
He said, Waka Flocka. Lakers of 5.
I don't know. I honestly don't know who's gonna win in this series. I'm gonna go with. I don't really trust Boston like that, but I'm gonna say they get it done. I'm gonna say they get it done. So I'm gonna go Boston, and if it goes to 7, I got the Mavs in Game 7. I just got Luka and Kyrie in the Game 7, so I'll say Boston in 6. I'll say Boston in 6.
I got Boston in 6 too. I think it comes with fatigue. I think it's gonna come down to. I mean, the Lakers have lost how many this playoff? What? 2?
The Lakers?
Not Lakers, excuse me. Celtics, my bad. I'm thinking about Shannon. Was it 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, lost 2
So
games.
I think
But
it's gonna come down to fatigue. I think Boston gonna take it in 6.
do you think or I guess everybody can give their prediction first. Go ahead, Jalen.
I really don't know, bro. I really don't know because I think the Mavs are hot now. I think Luka's rolling. He's the leading scorer. I think Kyrie has been here before and he knows what it takes in the game situations, ABC. But I also think Boston has been the best team all year. But they haven't played anybody. So and in game 7, I do like that take the Kyrie and Luka because I feel like they just control the game better.
If it's a 1 game do or die situation,
If it's a 1 game do or die, I might go to Mavs. I don't know. I'll be happy if either team win, but if I had to make a pick non-biasedly, I just feel like the Mavs have showed me more in this run to the finals.
I'm not go ahead.
I wouldn't be surprised if either won. I think it will go to 6 or 7 minimum. I don't think anybody's just gonna skate. But 6 or 7, I'll probably go Mavs in 7 to be real. If I had to make one.
I'm not the biggest Jason Tatum fan or Boston fan. I like Jaylen Brown, but I feel like a lot of people have been saying like this road for them has been easy, so they have no real struggle. But that's only kind of sticking it to this year. This same core been together for like the last 6 years, and they've been this deep. They've been this deep every year, so they do have the experience. And
they got the. I was more saying like the mindset of this year, just like basically cruising and stuff, and like not really like some of the games they've been pushed, but like
it was
people on the other side, I mean, and you really can't take away from it. I mean, they got the number 1 seed, and the cookies crumbled how they did, but I mean, they did win 60 games this year. Like they're good. They're gonna be all right.
I got a hot take. I think if Boston wins the championship this year, then Drew Holiday is a Hall of Famer. Because that will be 2 rings. I think it's only 2.
All 3
2 or
of us
3
had the
All-Stars.
same exact reaction to that one.
Say it again.
I said all 3. Me, Jalen, and made all the same reaction. We said that.
What? Oh,
no, I didn't have that reaction. I was trying to think. I was thinking. I had to think.
I think
maybe
because
NBA, I mean anybody gets in if Kyle Lowry get in the NBA, I'm a Hall of Fame. If Kyle Lowry getting in the Hall of Fame,
I'm not saying he ain't.
Why is Kyle Lowry getting in the Hall of Fame? Hold on.
He's the 3rd best player in Raptors history.
And then the Raptors Hall of Fame. Why was it NBA?
Yeah, NBA Hall of Fame is easy to get into. I just feel like Drew is widely known in the NBA community, like for the players and then the fans that have watched, that know basketball for real, know how good Drew actually is, offensively and defensively. And he'll have a couple All-Stars who have 2 rings.
I don't know, bro.
Defensive team of the years. I think he got a couple team of the years, maybe like 3rd team. But I just feel like later on, he'll be like one of those people like later on down the road, probably not the first ballot, but like later on down the road when they need.
It'd probably be like. I agree with that. Like maybe
when they need to fill in spots, and only people that's gonna remember him is our generation. Like how people from 1960 still making it into the Hall of Fame now.
I'm trying to think of a comp for him, like an all-time comp, like a comparison for him from like back in the day.
What about Al Horford?
Yes.
Al Horford getting into the Hall of Fame?
Yeah.
With 1 ring?
Yeah, it would only be 1.
Oh no, Al Horford got some hardware now. He's been on a lot of good. He's been on a lot of good teams.
Yeah.
And he's had a long career.
He has a super long career.
And
maybe. The thing about Basketball Hall of Fame is it's not just the NBA Hall of Fame; it's the Basketball Hall of Fame. So like he won a national championship in college. I don't know if he's played on any international teams. I don't think he's American though.
He's like
I think he's Dominican if I'm not mistaken.
He's Dominican. He has I got it right here.
I know
We got
black.
two, we got two national championships actually.
Yeah, I think they went back to back, didn't they?
Yeah.
And he was on that Florida team, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was on the Florida team with
Noah.
Team
Noah.
Noah and them. Yeah.
But he got 5 All-Stars, an All-NBA third team, an All-NBA defensive second team, an All-Rookie team.
Where did Drew Holiday go to college at?
I think it was a small school, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. Drew is kind of old too. He been in the league a long time.
Drew was on them like before Embiid.
Yeah,
He was
He was
UCLA.
on 2K11, I
He
think.
went to UCLA. That's where he went.
yeah, UCLA. Yeah, he Drew was on the Sixers. He made the All-Star team on the Sixers when he was young. He made the All-Star team in 2013 and 2023.
Yeah.
That's kind of crazy.
That is, dang.
I don't know. He might.
So he'll be a
It'll
two-time
just all,
champ.
it'll just all to come down to like his hardware and stuff.
He'll be a two-time champ, two-time All-Star, 3-time All-Defensive first team, 3-time All-Defensive second team, and a sportsmanship award. Those are
He's not gonna get it. He's not gonna get off of stats. He gonna get in off of like
Impact.
the voters. Just like the
Yeah.
voters being like, I think he needs to be in.
Who even votes for this thing for the NBA Hall of Fame?
I think Hall of Famers vote. Wait, no, Hall of Famers don't vote.
What?
Hey, I forgot. I think the media votes, of course.
I don't
I
know if the media votes
hate
on it.
media vote things. Media polls, I hate them.
I think
found this thing-
I think the media needs to be in it, but I think it needs to be a smaller percentage.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. I hate when it's like dominated by the media. Like even in college football, the media poll is the stupidest poll.
There's an honors committee who votes on the Hall of Fame, 24 members. The honors committee consists of Hall of Famers, basketball executives and administrators, members of the media, and other experts in the game of basketball. Whatever that means.
There's I found this thing that has Hall of Fame probability, and they got all time players, but on active, first off, Drew Holiday is, I guess this is how they rank it. He's the 43rd best right now.
Active
And
player,
Yeah.
Oh
I mean, that makes sense though. I mean, there's Hall of Famers in the league right now.
43 though? I don't think there's 42 Hall of Famers above
But
Drew.
I think they're ranking it by the percentage.
It's
and he
crazy.
has-
You
he
gotta
has
think
literally,
the top 10 players in the league right now are Hall of Famers. That's just
Yeah,
it.
there's 30 more.
All right, and just to, I'm gonna throw a couple of names that are ahead of them. This is just probability based on right now, and I guess the
Man,
future.
you might have put that list in the chat because I gotta see it.
You got
this should be a whole segment right here. It's like
you got Bam in front of him.
No.
You got Nikola
What?
Vucevic in front of him.
No.
Andre Drummond, DeAndre Jordan. You got Sabonis
Okay.
in front of him.
No.
Rudy Gobert, DeMar DeRozan. This is all probability. And look,
Hmm?
for the active players, there's only 12. No, there's only 13 players with a 90% or higher chance. Everybody else it drops down real fast.
That makes sense. The 13 makes sense.
And guess what? Guess who's the 14th? Just the tie it all in. Kyle Lowry. He's right outside of it.
Kyle Lowry's going to the Hall of
Left-handed
Fame, bro.
shooter.
And he's at an 85% chance though.
Is
He's
DeMar-
going to the Hall of Fame.
DeMar is above him or below him?
He's above him. DeMar got a 46% chance.
Okay.
You said Drew had a 43.
No, Drew has a .007.
Oh dang! Oh my goodness!
That's crazy.
It's crazy.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you got the people like obviously the LeBrons and Stephs, and then you kind of get down to the next tier, which is like the
Yeah, the top five is LeBron,
you said
KD.
LeBron. You said Steph is on what tier?
Oh, this is
Steph
what
is on
the
This is
active
on number
players.
one.
The top
He's walking
five.
in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, active players. The top five is LeBron, KD, Chris Paul, Steph, and then James Harden. For active,
and then you start getting into probably like the MVP, so like the Jokic.
Dennis
Jokic,
Russell,
the Jokic's, the
Dame,
Russes,
Giannis,
them
and Joker. That's the top 10.
What about is there any like young players up there right now?
The youngest one I see,
Halliburton or something?
Right, Luka.
Luka with a 41% chance.
And
Luka's
Luka,
getting in. Luka's getting in.
Yo, yeah, Luka getting in.
if he retire right now, do you think he'll make the Hall of Fame?
Without a ring?
If he win this ring, yes.
Yes,
If he win this ring, yes.
bro. 6 years
He
in the
got- he
league,
just got-
five,
he got so
five
much,
first
bro.
team All NBA.
Yeah.
That's insane. In a row. in a row.
And they lucky they ain't throw an MVP in for him this year.
He got more all NBA first teams than Steph.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. Steph only got 4.
Wow.
It's all them guards.
It's crazy. They gave Trey Young a higher chance getting into Holiday.
I don't know. I think that's a conversation to be had.
Trey Young, Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah.
Like Isaiah Thomas is higher than Drew Holiday?
Then Drew, yeah.
Hey.
Isaiah Thomas has a 7% chance.
Isaiah Thomas had like two or three like really good years. And
he had one really good year.
Even Julius Randle's ahead.
But that year that was calling like the next. I mean, IT was going off that year.
I don't know. After
the same year
but we should do a segment on this next episode. I like that.
Yeah.
After that 10, I know it is I feel like after the MVP stuff, that's when you start getting into like the Robins.
Yeah.
Probably. So like the Kyries, maybe the AD Kyrie type of players.
Kyrie's 12, Kawhi 13, Kyle Lowry 14, then Draymond, then Kevin Love, then Jimmy.
Where AD at?
AD is 7 with a
Oh, okay.
They still got him a 99% chance though. Like the top 4 are all 1,000. Like it's booked.
Yeah.
And then James Harden starts it off with 99.9999.
Is Jason Tatum?
James Harden is definitely 100. I'm sorry.
Is Jason Tatum a Hall of Famer if he retired right now?
No, but he's 25th with 17%.
If he wins a ring, is he a Hall of Famer?
Nah.
You don't think
He
so?
He had to get some more individual stuff. I guess.
He don't have none individually.
He got the same thing as Luka.
Well, he got like 2 first team All NBA.
I got like 4 of them.
You don't have the same
4.
4 is crazy.
Luka's stats are insane too.
That too.
But
Luka's leading the playoffs in almost every stat.
Jason Tatum been the best player of the best.
I believe it.
East for like the last 4 or 5 years. Since Giannis, Jason Tatum got 5 All-Stars, All-Star Game MVP. He got 3 first teams.
Well, for some reason, people just hate Jason Tatum.
Because he should be doing more than what he's doing good. But
he's good. He just ain't no dog, but I don't hate him.
I think Jason Tatum, and I guess this goes back to the topic, but Jason Tatum is a prisoner of his own success, I think.
Yeah.
Because he's been at the top for so long in the East and hasn't gotten it done, we just kind of tired of it. I think it's kind of like a Josh Allen thing. It's like when you always at the top, but you're just not getting it done, you like people start forgetting how good you really are.
That's what would have happened to KD had he not left. If he would have stayed in OKC and not got over the hump and kept going where he was, this same thing would have happened to him. That would
have been his fault though.
I don't know. I feel like KD was at a different tier though. We would have seen him differently than we see Tatum. Because at this point,
he was more
career,
of a role
we
player.
already at this point,
KD was like the 3rd best player in the league.
I was about to say, what you talking about?
Yeah.
The furthest. That's the furthest he could have possibly been.
Yeah, Tatum is an argument. He might be like top. I think his highest is 5. Somebody could put him as probably 5 right now. KD at that time was like Jalen just said, probably 3.
3's lowest.
Clear 3. He had to play the Dougie when he scored. All right, what's the next topic?
Is CJ Stroud already a top 5 quarterback?
Okay, all right. I put this in there because I'm listening to
this is not a Lamar topic, bro.
I was listening to First Things First, and two reasons. CJ named his top 5 players, his top 5 QBs. CJ himself. He said it was based off last year, but it didn't make sense because his top 5 last year was Mahomes, and in this order, it was Mahomes, Lamar, himself, Dak, and then Jalen Hurts. And if it was based on last year, Jalen Hurts shouldn't be in there at all.
I mean, that's the only thing
I agree.
That's the only thing I would disagree with though.
But then on First Things First, they started talking about, Nick Wright specifically was like, he started naming his top 5. And I didn't think it was an argument that Lamar wasn't top 5 anymore. Like at least top 5. I think he's number 2. But at least top 5. And Nick said, I think he had, I forgot his order, but he had Mahomes, Allen, Burrow, CJ, and somebody else. I forgot who else he had in there, but he said Lamar is not top 5, whatever the case. So I just wanted to ask y'all, is
Yeah. Lamar.
CJ a top 5 QB?
We'll see how he does this year and then talk to me.
That
I can't speak off one good
Yeah.
season. It's
Yeah,
one.
that's how I feel. My thing is always
Same.
You might have been top 5 last season. Congratulations.
It's
We're not top 5 of all time.
I like CJ. Don't get me wrong, I like CJ. I said after, because we played him in his first game, the Ravens, and I said watch out for the Texans because they played us really well in that first game. So I like CJ, but I think the fact that they had low expectations at the beginning of last year helped them out.
He's fun to
their
watch.
schedule. People always like negate like scheduling.
Yeah.
Like they had a terrible schedule. Of course, they were gonna beat up on all of them teams.
I got a question about the top 5s. Is this like a fluid list? Like, are we just basing this off like basically recency bias, like what we just saw, or we adding a year prior, 2 years prior?
I mean, I think
when
you talk about top 5 in general, I always just kind of think of everything, and so it depends on what you view as like how you prioritize stuff. Like, is stats a big thing for you? Is it wins? Is it accolades? Like, I think it's just a mix of everything based off of how you prioritize the different aspects of what you're ranking. Is how I see it. If that answer, I don't know if does that answer your question?
Give me a better understanding.
I just need consistency. I need more than one season to say someone is a top 5.
I agree too.
CJ's only had one season so far, so
No, and that's fine, but you cannot.
That's her point.
5. Yeah.
no,
You had a good season.
I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah, you can't. To me,
Yeah, I don't think any rookie, unless they come out and completely dominate the year and win a Super Bowl, can jump right in the top 5 after their rookie season.
Yeah, I was hoping he was gonna say Super Bowl because Super Bowl.
Read did he say?
Unless you're a rookie that's like, nah, not even like if Caleb come out and win the Super Bowl, then he's definitely in the top 5. But I wouldn't.
Depending on how he plays too. I think
He can't get carried.
Yeah,
I don't think.
No,
But I don't think somebody that's in Caleb's situation, who's a number 1 pick, would. I mean, of course, they built their team up more for him, but I don't think that team's good enough to carry him.
No, I think so.
To be playing bad, to overcome him playing bad.
For Caleb, I had a take too, and I was talking with my coworker friend. I think Caleb's gonna lead. He's gonna lead the league in interception. Just watching some of his clips from it's not OTAs, whatever his camp this year. He's gonna lead the league in interceptions this year. Watch, I guarantee he is.
Why you think he's just gonna start slinging the ball?
He's gonna start. He's just be slinging. I don't think he's gonna get out of that college mode. He came from Lincoln Riley. All they know is throwing the ball. All he knows is run around, scramble around the place, and make something happen. You can't do that in the NFL. Like, you got DNs out there that's running 4.5s and 4.6s. Like, you're not facing.
No, man. Josh Allen's still in the league.
I mean,
who is the Bears coach?
The Bears.
Is that Eberflus?
Who?
Okay, Eberflus.
Like Eberflus or Eberflus.
And Josh Allen, though, his first year, I think he led the league in picks too. His whole thing was turnovers and stuff.
I don't think Josh Allen will be too bad in picks this year, only because I think they'll run the ball more this year.
They
have to. They ain't got no way to throw it.
So I think he won't, unless he comes out and be like, when he gets the chance to throw, he's just letting it go because chances.
I only say Josh Allen just because, like, I was being facetious, of course, but like just because I don't see Caleb. I think if they see Caleb go out there and start doing too much, I'm like, okay, you have to chill.
Yeah, you got to chill out, dude. Like, come on,
because I feel like he's the type to OD.
Yeah. I mean, they got a lot of pressure. I mean, he got a lot of pressure. I mean, he was the number 1 pick. They already was questioning because he didn't do no NFL draft workout or anything. So it comes to the season, so all eyes are gonna be on him at that point. So that's why I said I think he
I think he built for that. Yeah. Him just personally, just him built for that.
Yeah, I mean, he did well. USC. I mean, he kind of had the same.
He
was the whole team.
That's LA. That's LA right there, and he's already been the best quarterback, quote unquote, for the past 2 years anyway.
So I guess back to the original topic. Who do y'all think is a top five in no order? Top five quarterbacks.
Lamar's in there.
Mahomes,
You already know
Lamar,
one's a
Patrick,
given.
Lamar. guess you got-
Burrow's in there. I still think Josh Allen's in there.
Can we keep Burrow
I put
in?
Josh Allen over Burrow. I would.
Talk to him, Malin.
Can we keep Burrow in there
No,
for
I
right
don't
now?
think you can. I don't think you
I
can.
don't know that we
You can't
can.
keep Burrow in.
Can't keep Burrow in there.
If you take out that one season, if we want to talk about recent success, you take out that one season he had. Is he a top 5 quarterback?
That's what I'm saying, bro.
I mean, you can
His
take it. You
year
can
after
take
the
out
Super
that one
Bowl
season.
wasn't the best.
No. Take out his whole thing is based off of one game, not one season. He beat Mahomes one time in the playoffs to make the Super Bowl. And his I don't know why I want to say aura. His narrative has
He got
been
aura. He got aura, bro. Straight.
he got aura, but his narrative has been based off of that one game. Like when everybody always like all the
I mean,
topics-
Josh Allen's was too.
If his was a loss though. Everybody always listen to, all the topics are always who's going to take down Mahomes in the AFC. And everybody that says Burrow is because their only thing is because he did it already.
So
And
do y'all
it's-
think that Dak Prescott is better than Joe Burrow?
No.
Then Dak Prescott is better than Joe Burrow?
I'm not gonna lie.
Who you about to say, man? What you about to say?
Look.
Stay
Dak,
with it.
So Dak
Dak put
Prescott
up-
can't be lower than like 8.
Yeah, no,
That's what I'm saying. And
I
Dak
agree.
done put up some stats for real. But look, if you're sitting there and you
Just say it, dude.
look for a quarterback though, what does Joe Burrow do that exactly just like jumps off the page?
Thank you. Nothing.
So with
I
that
mean,
being said,
Yeah,
I'm
but
not
that
gonna
be
say
y'all
Dak is
criteria.
better.
Like, no, some people don't care about that.
They
When's
having a neck and neck race. If we being honest.
When's the last time Joe Burrow played a
Y'all
full
can't.
season?
You can't ask that question though. Y'all cannot
No.
ask that.
Okay,
Question.
wait, no,
No, when's the last time Joe
Burrow?
Burrow played a full season without 2 number 1 wide receivers?
Ooh.
All right, that ain't
You really
not
can't. You
fair.
cannot ask that question, bro.
The one time he did recently was his rookie year. He got hurt. So
I was about to say you can't even really count it.
I'll take that's
You
what I'm
can't
saying. I'll
count
take
that
that one
either.
out. I'll take that one out because he tore his ACL. But
And you're
he-
gonna count. You're
Lamar-
about to count the 5 games he played last year too. You can't count that either.
What do you mean? Yes, you can count that.
The games he
No,
did
you
play,
can't.
yeah. The games he
Because-
played.
You can count that.
He could have redeemed himself.
Huh?
He could have not. He would have had the opportunity to redeem himself if he had played after that. Is what I'm saying. Because you can't just judge him from a whole season. I'm not a Joe Burrow fan. I'm just saying.
You can't judge him from a whole season. What do you mean?
I'm saying if I don't think that you can count last year because he only played a certain amount of games. Saying that, I'm saying if he would have played the whole season, he would have had a chance to redeem himself.
So if
Well,
we're taking that same
basi-
logic, then why can't we call him a top 5 quarterback if he rarely finishes his seasons? Like let's
I mean,
just say we don't have a larger
that's-
sample size. Say he is. So why?
I mean, that's your
people call him
opinion.
top 5 at that point.
If that's your criteria, then that's your criteria.
Because that's what everybody goes to with if you get hurt too much. Because when Tua plays, when Tua healthy, Tua be the best quarterback in the league.
Yeah, absolutely.
but he can't never be on the field. So we take that away from him. And
So we know the top two. We know the top two. It's Mahomes and Lamar, if we being honest.
Yeah.
So it's really who's rounding out the three, the last three.
Jalen's in it.
Who?
Who?
Jalen Hurts is in it.
All right. Let's calm down.
He's not Jamie. Jalen
He was on the train with the 1 year season, and we saw how he looked last year.
Hey, if you take away that little tush push, Jalen Hurts stats don't look that
You're
good.
always trying to take something away.
Because that's what you kind of got to do to filter everything out. And
But like,
you know who I
but
think
like
is top five
that's
right
never
now.
a fair assessment though. To take something out is never a fair assessment.
But you know who I
Because
think
like
is top five.
you can't take it out.
I mean,
But not even the
I
I
didn't
think
count this push to him though. Like,
I just think Jalen Hurts has only had one good season.
exactly.
Like ever.
Like his season last year wasn't great, and if we go, he didn't look like he looked that season.
He didn't.
You know who ran off 2 back-to-back years? Purdy did.
He did. I said I like Purdy. I told you I like Purdy.
Hey,
My internet
I hate to
messed
say
up
it.
and now
I think
hear
he
Purdy.
rounding out the top 5.
I know I'm not hearing.
Purdy.
My internet messed up.
I think he
know I'm
rounding
not
out
hearing
top
the word
5
Purdy.
right
Going in
now.
and out.
No, I know I hear the word Purdy right now. My internet messing up.
You what?
Can you hear me?
Bro, save
You
your
going-
take.
You okay over there?
I was about to say your camera froze, but we hear you.
Yeah, no, yeah. But,
Well, not barely.
I couldn't hear anything. All I heard is Purdy and then top 5. Are y'all arguing he is?
Yeah.
That's your friend.
Who said Purdy's top 5?
He's rounded. He is number 5 right now.
Listen
No,
here.
he isn't, bro.
Listen here.
I mean,
If
honestly,
Purdy is
though,
top 5, it's not because of Purdy. It's because of that system. That's why he's
Do
top
we all like consistency? Is that something? Me and Jamie said we like consistency. What about y'all three?
He's been consistent his only 2 years starting, right?
Because CJ, we got to see another year for it to be called consistency. Justin Herbert's clearly not consistent, at least in terms of the winning football. Trevor Lawrence is awful, I think. Who else will be in the fifth place conversation?
You can
Maybe Dak.
Consistency is a great criteria, but like this whole judging top 5, it's a juggling. It's a juggle. That's what it is. You can't base it off of just one thing. Like consistency is a great thing. I think that should be up there, but you gotta look at the whole picture and stuff. I'm telling you, outside, I mean, because Purdy's consistent right now, but back to what I think was it, Malin, did you say it or did Jalen say it? One of y'all said, is there anything about Burrow that jumps off the screen when you watch him? Is there anything that jumped off the screen about Purdy when y'all watch that?
I don't think
that doesn't matter, bro.
It does. You know what jumps off the screen for me?
What?
Hit one. I know this is a weak stat or attribute or whatever, but he is definitely more poised than a lot of quarterbacks in the league right now, and you need that. He definitely has more control, and he can maneuver the pocket, and he makes the deep and intermediate throws.
Brady didn't jump off the screen. If you're being honest, in anything.
Brady didn't.
He didn't jump off the screen until 2007, bro.
And you know who else? Who I'm fighting for the top 5 with? I probably could replace Purdy with him if I wanted to. Stafford. Stafford is a top 5 quarterback, whether you like it or not. I just hate to say it.
Who said? Somebody said that. Was it CJ?
Somebody
was talking about CJ Stroud.
CJ did say he a fan of Stafford.
He likes Stafford.
I like Stafford too, but I think Stafford. Yeah, it's still a thing of like, I think it's kind of like he went. I don't know. I just don't know with Stafford.
Stafford's always been consistent. No matter where he's been, he's always been consistent though. Like even with the Lions, like they may have sucked, but Stafford was always like he was the only good thing they had going.
It's just like sometimes Stafford's play affects the game, sometimes it doesn't. so it's just like the way his play affects the game is inconsistent to me. Because he can have a big game and they would lose by 20. You wouldn't even know it that he had a big game, or he got a big game and they win by 20. And it's like, okay, I guess that's based on Aaron Donald the past couple years. But I don't know.
Quarterbacks, we should probably go over to the next one.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Which of these 2 careers would you rather have? Eli Manning or Aaron Rodgers? Please discuss amongst yourselves.
Who put this topic?
I don't know.
put it in there because I wanted to see. It was. I heard it today on a couple shows, and it was a good. They had a good discussion about it, so I want to see what y'all think.
By the way, if y'all got any problem with topics, I want you to know that I ain't say any of these things.
Did CJ?
Nobody said they had a problem with anything.
Did CJ?
Y'all used to be getting on me about it. Like,
no, you'll know when I have a problem with them.
Did CJ say something about it? I heard about it.
CJ did.
CJ said something about it. I saw it on.
He said, "I want rings, so I'll pick up Eli."
I saw it on Colin Cowherd, and I think I saw it on
more ring.
Sports.
I mean, I know that's crazy, but
let me read this for you. I'll search this up before the game for the podcast. I'm gonna read y'all to some of the head-to-head stats. So first off, head-to-head.
Before you go, what's the question again?
Would you take Aaron Rodgers' career or Eli Manning's career?
Career versus career. Okay, go ahead.
So head-to-head, facing each other. They face each other 4 times. Aaron Rodgers has that 3-1. They're both tied in the playoffs.
That means nothing.
Yeah, but listen to all these
Head
stats.
to
Here.
head.
Listen to all these
It's not a
stats.
career.
They
Go ahead.
both had roughly the same amount of games. Eli Manning played about 5 more games in his career than Aaron Rodgers so far. Now I'm just going to list out the ones that who's winning what. And quarterback average, Aaron Rodgers. And quarterback REC, I think that's the QBR rating, Aaron Rodgers. Completion percentage, Aaron Rodgers. Passing yards, Aaron Rodgers. Passing yards attempts, Aaron Rodgers. Passing yards per game, Aaron Rodgers. Passing touchdowns, Aaron Rodgers. That's about like over 100 touchdowns too. Interceptions, less interceptions, Aaron Rodgers. Rating, Aaron Rodgers. Rushing yards, Aaron Rodgers. Rushing touchdowns, Aaron Rodgers.
Are these
Championships, here's where it comes. Championships, Eli Manning. Super Bowl MVPs, Eli Manning. Pro Bowls, Aaron Rodgers. All Pros, Aaron Rodgers. AP MVP, 4, Aaron Rodgers. Eli Manning, none.
I
There's only
think,
2 categories that Eli
I
Manning.
think we knew all of that already though.
Yeah, that was no burden.
But like that's why I didn't understand why. I mean, I thought CJ was
I think
trying to be
that's
different at that
I
point.
think that's like the point of the question is
I think it goes back to what you
I
value.
think the question is, would you rather be good longer and more consistently, or would you rather have won a couple times? I'd rather be
And
good.
beat the GOAT. And beat the GOAT twice.
I'd rather be good longer. I'd rather be Aaron Rodgers. Plus, everybody makes fun of Eli. And
It.
my
I
little,
didn't know
my
he had a
I'd be
personality like
crying
that.
in the corner if I was Eli. See, there's another meme. There they go again.
There
Guessing
they go again.
I'm assuming we're just taking money out of it. Because if money is a part
Yeah.
of it, then I'll take
Take
Aaron
money
Rodgers.
out.
Aaron Rodgers is still. I mean, whoever. It doesn't
Uh,
matter. Either both of them are still making plenty of money.
Well, let's just start out by
Um,
saying I would never want to be either of these persons because Aaron Rodgers is just weird and
We're not talking about being the personality, Tobias. We're talking about the
I'm
career.
just putting that out there. Let's say that. I want to be either one of them.
Guys, pick a career.
I think,
Career wise, yeah, I'm gonna have to go with A-Rod, I guess. And plus, A-Rod isn't over right now, so A-Rod could very well win a Super
His
Bowl.
career is
He's
over.
probably not going to win another one.
Is
but
there any way that okay, I got 2 questions. One is Eli Manning a Hall of Famer?
He'll end up being one, I'm sure,
No, though,
probably
like
make
he
it.
isn't.
You'll probably
because
make
his
it, but,
name is
like,
Manning.
He didn't even have an All-Pro. He never had an All-Pro.
But he was also in the league the same time as Tom Brady and his brother.
Right.
So,
Just-
He's an NFC.
I'm not an
He
Eli
wasn't even
fan,
the
but just
AFC.
throw it out there.
Yeah, but he was
so
in the NFC.
let's say he's gonna make the Hall of Fame, and we know Aaron Rodgers gonna make the Hall of Fame. But now my other question is Aaron Rodgers? Is there any way, anything that he can do at this point in his career to put him as the GOAT, or at least in the GOAT conversation?
Who, Aaron Rodgers? No.
Yeah.
So,
No.
So then, if both of them are at the end of their careers Hall of Famers, and neither one of them is looked at as a GOAT or in the GOAT conversation, but Eli has more rings, then you might want to go Eli because at least he accomplished. If
And
there
You might.
was 30 years down the line, I mean, let's say past our generation, the generation that didn't see neither one of these two play. We're gonna just we're just gonna know as both these two. It's gonna be these 2 Hall of Famers. But we know Eli got 2 and Aaron got 1.
I
But it's
still think
only-
they'll
it's
know
only-
Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, but we have
This
the
is
burden.
my main
We had the
point
burden
in
of
this.
proof right now. Like we watched both of them play.
exactly.
I
But
think
this-
it's
this
pretty.
is my main point.
But the only thing like 20, 30 years down the line, I don't think we'll say. I mean, we'll be like, yeah, Aaron Rodgers is better than Eli, but if they're both in the Hall of Fame, it's just like
Yeah, but like that's from
Okay.
a perspective of you not being them. The question is about you being them. In 20, 30 years, who are you still going to want to be?
You're not going. I don't.
I mean,
like you said it wouldn't be. Eli.
it doesn't. I mean, it doesn't matter. They're both at the same. They're both going to finish at the same level.
No, they're
Like,
not.
No,
unless
No,
Aaron
they're not.
Rodgers
That's not true.
unless Aaron Rodgers turns into
It's like saying the valedictorian
the top-
person last in the class is going to be the same person.
All right, you
no valedictorian is the GOAT. Valedictorian, we're talking about if a person is
Okay, if it's the
We're talking about
the
if the
6th
person-
and the 75th.
no.
It's like the
if-
But
valedictorian.
you walk on a bus with
No.
the top 15 best quarterbacks of all time, and then Eli and Aaron both walk on it at the same time. Who you think they're gonna
Somebody
laugh
getting
off?
pushed off the bus.
Eli
gonna
missing
laugh
that.
off?
That's
Eli's still
only,
getting laughed off.
Yeah.
That's only
fine.
that's only if you're allowing. That's only if you have one more spot. We're not talking about that. We're talking about if anybody could just get on the bus.
No, I'm talking about they can both get on, but like it's the respect thing from their fellow quarterbacks. Who do you respect more?
Who cares about that? I got two.
That's part of what you play for.
Are you about to
respecting
pick
your
Eli?
peers.
Are you about to pick Eli?
I'm just trying to give it. I'm just trying to give a different side of it, because it's
I
like
don't-
unless Aaron Rodgers can win 2 or 3 more Super Bowls by the end of his career and be up there with Brady, Montana, Mahomes, and that position of accolades and GOAT conversation.
He's
Then
not there, but he in the row right below.
Can I ask y'all a question with this? Where does Aaron Rodgers rank in your modern era quarterback? In this modern era of quarterbacks?
Like 4 or 5.
He's up there.
Where does modern era start? Because that
like,
means
It's 2000.
all right, it starts in 2000.
Oh no, because then you gotta. I
4
think
or 5.
I'm thinking more of like what we
It's
grew up like watching. What we grew up watching consistently. Oh, internet.
Okay, so like Tom and
2004
Peyton.
then. I started playing
Look
that.
at, look at
2003.
Tobias. Oh, never mind.
What happened?
is
I
Big
lost
Ben
you.
modern?
Face was like,
Tobias?
Big Ben counts. Yes.
What y'all say?
Is Big Ben modern?
Yeah, Big Ben's
yeah,
Big Ben's modern.
Well, Big
Drew
Ben's
Brees is
modern.
in there, Peyton Manning's in there.
Yeah, Peyton Manning. I don't think Brett Favre is modern. I think like he's almost there.
Yeah,
We're
well,
gonna assume this
Drew.
because Breeze
No,
also
Brett
won
Favre
one.
came in the league in the early 90s,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, he not modern. I think
But Brett Favre did play to like 2011 though.
that's
But
why
he's still not. Just because you play in the era doesn't mean you're in the
Tony
era.
Romo's in that era.
Yeah.
Tony Romo is. Romo's in modern era.
I mean, Aaron Rodgers is top 5 in a modern quarterback.
Wait, so all right. Just to go back for eras, is LeBron not in this era? Like, which era is LeBron in?
LeBron is
Awesome.
He spans multiple.
LeBron's not in this era. Like this is not LeBron's era no more.
Okay, I like that.
So that all right. I just needed that clarification. All right, yeah. So all right, Brett Favre can't be in here. All right, cool.
But
So,
Brett
wait,
Favre's
so
not
who you got for
that's
your?
not the same thing.
So
But
where
I
you
mean,
got-
it kind of
It's
it's
whatever,
not.
it's whatever.
Brett
It's
Favre's
whatever.
not the greatest all time, but he played for a long time. Like, well, I guess Tom Brady's main era would be the 2010s though. So
He's still in that era of people we grew up watching.
yeah.
so
Okay,
just
he's
so
in there.
we're
He's in
giving
there.
it we're
If
giving it
your
a
prime-
20-year
if your
window,
prime was
not
in the
10.
era, then, like-
Tom Brady. Whoever played with Tom Brady, let's say that. Because Tom Brady's a good.
I mean,
is
2000, bro.
true
2000 and ahead. If you
modern
came in
era.
the league from 2000 and ahead,
Yeah.
All right.
So whoever played with Tom Brady, like how would you Aaron Rodgers rank? What you said, top
like
5?
5.
He's definitely
Yeah, I
top
got
5.
5 too.
So, but are you including Mahomes?
No.
No, we're talking like the middle era.
Mahomes
Alright.
came towards the later end of that.
Yeah, we're
Say
not
grew up
talking
watching,
like
so-
Aaron Rodgers definitely top 5. Top 5 then.
I think he's top 5 regardless.
I'll say he's top 5.
I got like
regardless.
A-Rod. I mean, I got like just in no order, like A-Rod, Brady, Manning.
What's your point though? Why'd you ask the question?
I just want because we're judging like whose career would you want. I mean, we're saying that A-Rod's a top 5 in the modern era right there, and then y'all think Eli's top 5?
No.
He's not
Yeah,
top
barely
5.
No, not in
There they go,
no,
Jan.
not
That's my point. That's the answer right there. Is Aaron
Win
Rodgers.
doesn't mean that much to me.
But I feel like so I guess my
If
point
we're talking
was,
top, he's not even on my list, and he's won.
Yeah, like
my point was more so of like, and I will probably choose Aaron Rodgers' career too, but I'm just trying to play devil's advocate. If my point was in 20 or 30 years down the line, if Aaron Rodgers and Eli Manning, if they're both in the Hall of Fame, it's just going to be looked at as two like top 2 Hall of Fame quarterbacks. I'll just say that. I mean, yeah, we'll remember Aaron Rodgers a little bit better, but after our generation, it's gonna be just Eli Manning and Aaron Rodgers, and
Well, we
really,
don't care about their
and we really they're gonna know Eli Manning probably more, one because his name, and then 2 because he beat Brady twice, and especially if Aaron Rodgers don't win another one, we gonna remember him as just he won his ring early and then couldn't get over the hump for the next 20 years of his career. So I just think by the time it gets to that point where we don't, the context is no longer there, then they'll be on the same level, if that makes sense.
I don't know. I think there's still.
I don't agree with you.
Aaron
That's just what it
Rodgers
is.
probably
I
has
just
a
don't-
Yeah,
better.
they're definitely not on the same level, though.
I just don't
I'm
agree.
sorry.
More of a highlight reel from Aaron Rodgers, and people, younger generations, will still know Aaron Rodgers' game more. They might know Eli Manning's name more.
I
'cause he's
think they'll know Eli
I'll
Manning
put it-
accolade.
I'm gonna put it like this.
Accolades more.
I think you like wins and accolades. I think you put that above most
No,
anything.
I'm
I
playing
just
devil's advocate,
make
but that's
take-
not how I feel. I'm just saying.
Manley, want to hear something crazy?
What?
I just may consider if he keeps doing what he's doing. I may consider putting Brock Purdy much more over Eli Manning. If he keeps doing his church, he plays how
All
he,
right,
you know.
That's you now.
Two rings is still two rings.
See, that's what I be
Dude.
talking about, bro. You be
Framed it.
I'm
that's
making.
what I be
I'm sorry.
talking
Y'all can call him what you want, but I
don't believe
call him
that.
the better quarter. I may call Brock Purdy better quarterback than Eli Manning.
So basically,
No,
what
he
you're
isn't.
saying is
Listen, Eli Manning
probably
has
like
every
12
time we
quarterbacks playing right now are
You want to
better-
have the
are gonna be
franchise
better than
quarterback
Eli.
Conversation again?
listen. If
Because
all
Eli
y'all
Manning's a
have
franchise quarterback.
played against Eli Manning, all y'all teams play against Eli Manning.
Oh,
Right?
hey, I'm sorry. Hey, get in, Jalen.
Wait, what'd you say, Dave? What'd you say?
Is Eli Manning a franchise quarterback? Is Eli Manning a franchise quarterback?
He was a franchise.
Yes or no?
quarterback. And guess
all I
whose
wanna hear you
franchise
say.
I was? The Giants. And what is that
It's
franchise?
2024.
The Giants.
I don't think.
Oh
I don't
wait,
think
if we put Eli Manning in his prime here right now, you say
No. He was just saying that if you were to put Brock Purdy over Eli, then you would have to admit that Brock Purdy's a franchise quarterback. That's all he's doing.
I don't think Purdy has played long enough for us to have this conversation.
That's
You
what I
can.
said.
That's why I don't know why he even said
Yeah, I
that.
don't know why he brought that up. That was
doing
crazy.
what he's doing, if he keeps doing what he's doing.
But I don't think he's played enough to even say keep doing what he's doing.
Yeah, he hasn't even played well enough to say if he keeps doing what he's doing.
No, not well enough. I
Purdy's-
said long enough. Long enough.
Brock Purdy's game scares me more than Eli play. Brock Purdy's game scares me more than Eli Manning. Eli Manning, every time we face
They were undefeated, Tobias.
who?
They were undefeated to the Super Bowl.
Who, the 49ers?
The Patriots. And he beat them. The only team
nothing scare me about Eli Manning's game. Nothing.
I mean, you're right, because if you go, especially that first Super Bowl with Eli, if you just break it down, they held the best offense probably ever to 17 points.
No, like come on, bro.
I'm just saying, so it definitely had way less to do with Eli than it did their team, but hey, he was still the quarterback.
I heard like 5 words you said, but as long you say Eli is worse than Brock Purdy, then I agree with you. I'm with you.
You kind of crazy though.
You can't compare.
So basically, what you're saying is right now, if Eli was playing today, he would be like a top 17.
He would literally
I put it
beat
like
Brock
this:
Purdy.
if you put
He would
Eli,
beat Brock
if we
Purdy.
put Eli on if Eli and Brock Purdy were on the same team right now,
Eli's
right
prime.
now, Brock Purdy, you have a good argument put Brock Purdy over. There's nothing what's so special about Eli Manning? Like, what can
Nobody's
y'all
arguing for
so
him.
special about Eli Manning? Other
I
than
see
he
what
beat
he's
Tom
saying.
Brady. That's it. That's all he got. Is he beat Tom Brady twice.
I see. I agree with you, Tobias. Actually, but I still feel like Purdy hasn't. We're talking about. I'm assuming you're talking about Eli in his prime.
Yes.
And I don't think you can say Birdie hasn't hit his prime yet. So, at least I don't think so.
And
so,
for all we know, this could be his prime.
yeah. So I don't know if I don't think we can make the comparison
call,
just yet. Like give Purdy 2 because he's only played 2 years. So give him like 2 or 3 more years, and then we can have that conversation, like the real conversation.
You remember when I told y'all? Look, I had what I say? Brock Purdy's like grits with no seasoning or something like that.
That's so crazy.
Then I don't know what Eli Manning is at that point. He's just the grits with no water or something like
He's
that.
just the third best quarterback in his family. My bad.
Oh, that's crazy.
He might be the fourth. He might be the fourth.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
And he's still gonna make the Hall of
Now, I ain't
Fame.
gonna lie, I ain't a biggest Eli fan, but we talking about him like he like Trent Dilfer or something.
Yeah, like bro, like
he's still
Okay. So then when I was comparing him to Aaron Rodgers, that's what y'all was doing.
no.
Aaron Rodgers,
But
bro.
Aaron
We're talking
Rodgers
about quarterback.
is one of the best ever. If
I
we
was
being
playing devil's
real.
advocate. Y'all started attacking me.
Oh, hold
Nah,
up,
bro,
man.
because sometimes devil advocate is like so far gone.
Wait, what breaks I'm pumping?
Aaron Rodgers, one of the best quarterbacks ever to play.
Yes.
Now I see him with Reek. We throwing a GOAT term around too. No.
What?
No,
Did I
Nobody
say
said
that? Did I say that? Did I say GOAT?
It's the same thing. One of the best.
It's not.
No,
It's
it's
not.
not. No, it's not. No, it's not.
That's not the same thing.
It's
the
not.
It's not the same thing at all.
GOAT and one of the best ever.
That's
It's
not the
not
So
same
if
the
you're
same
the
thing.
fifth best quarterback ever, is that not one of the best to touch the football?
Okay, I got. I get you. I got different terminology. When I talk about one of the GOATs, I have several GOATs.
You don't understand what GOAT actually means.
Thank you.
Great test.
That's
One
what
of the
this is.
greatest of all
No,
time.
that's not even. You can't even say that. Like GOAT is just one person.
The
You
GOAT
can't-
is one person, but one of the
So what?
GOATs is several person. One of the greatest.
In
So
my
you
mind,
just saying what I said, but making it harder. Like,
Yeah, but I'm
In my-
saying he's not that. I'm saying Aaron Rodgers is not one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. There's too many.
If there's
If there's
he's
too
in the
many,
top
then he's
10 out of,
definitely
like,
in there.
all of the quarterbacks ever, he's one of the greatest of all time.
I don't know if he's one of the greatest. He is a great quarterback.
Okay, okay.
Real
No,
quick,
you
real
good.
quick.
You good.
I ain't
Real
got a
quick.
list. I ain't got a
You
listen.
good.
Don't question. I ain't got a
No,
list.
I'm about to ask you a list. Real quick, give me 5 of your GOATs.
Listen,
Give me
I know
5 of
Aaron
them.
Rodgers ain't in the top 5.
I ain't asking you
quarterbacks of
that.
all
Give me
time.
5 of
I don't know
yours.
what it is. I know Aaron Rodgers ain't one of them.
He got to be because you can't name them.
Do you think
No,
Big Ben? You think Big Ben is higher
No.
ranked than Aaron Rodgers all time?
I thought about this. I don't think I think Aaron Rodgers put like this. I think Ben had a better career in my opinion, but I think Aaron Rodgers is a better quarterback. That's how I look at it.
And that's what it is for majority of the players that you probably have ahead of him.
Yeah, it's probably because the only thing that holds Aaron Rodgers back really is
He
the
doesn't have enough
winning.
rings, bro. If
And he's
if
just
we,
he's
if
a
we
prisoner
said
of his
in,
own.
if we said in 2012 or when did they win 2013 or what year was
Then
that?
they won 2011, I think.
2011. If we said in 2011 that he's going to retire with 1 ring, someone said you was on drugs.
Hey, for real.
If we're taking consideration of everything, even though he didn't win a ring, I might take Vic over Aaron Rodgers.
All right,
bro.
Scripture.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Next,
Oh, come
next
on now.
topic. I don't even want
We
to
not
talk
about to
no
ignore
more.
this. Nah, come on now.
I'm not talking no more,
now.
bro.
Come on
Did
now.
you
Let's
say
be
Michael
real.
Vick?
If Vic never got that conviction,
But it happened.
if he never got that conviction, come
It
on,
happened.
we was
It
all
happened.
over.
It
Everybody say
happened.
Vic was gonna be the next big thing. No, they are not gonna lie about this though. They're not gonna try to
It
gaslight
happened.
me on
This,
this.
like,
You
that
already know
happened
Vic
in
was
history.
that guy.
Vic never got the conviction.
He never got the
Like,
conviction.
it happened.
Vic would have been there.
hey, if AB never went crazy, he'd be the second best wide receiver of all time.
If
No,
Carson
if
Wentz
AB
never would have got hurt,
he
he would have 2 Super Bowls right now.
Okay,
Is that
now
what we're
we taking it
saying?
too far. We take it too far now.
No, you took it too far, like
you take it too
always.
far, and then we take it.
All right. We keeping it interesting. We keeping it. We're gonna here
We're going to the scripts. It's 9 o'clock. Let's go.
Yeah, you're right about that. We're gonna go from
That heated me up at the end of the podcast like that.
First Chronicles 29:11, and it says, "Thine, O Lord, is the greatness and the power and the glory and the victory and the majesty, for all that is in heaven and in earth is thine. Thy kingdom, O Lord, thou art exalted as head above all." That was a scripture of the day.
Amen.
Just praising God. There you go. All right, people. Well, we had a very, very good podcast today. Let us know y'all thoughts, considerations. What's your takes? Who's your top 5? Who's your top 5 modern quarterbacks of this era? Your top 5 GOATs of all time, and we're gonna see. Let's settle this in the comments. All right. Until next week, we'll see y'all. Hit the like button, subscribe button, follow us on Apple Maps, Apple Music, Apple Podcasts, everything.
You never heard of me?
Until next time, peace.